Has that fixed it? Yes. All right, let's start that again. Let's start that again. Bah! Hello, I'm back. I wasn't even muted. That's the thing. I wasn't even muted. What had happened is, for some reason, my microphone had changed input, so it wasn't picking up from this thing. It was trying to pick up from my capture card. I'm like, what? My capture card doesn't have a microphone input. How can you do that? Do we have tits tonight? Well, do we have tits tonight? Do we have... Ow. Yes, we have tits tonight. Yeah. Smells like a Windows update freaking things up. Yeah, I think it... Ah! Was that for last week? You know, I probably deserved that, huh? I probably did deserve that. But yeah, hi. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. I've got another confession to make. Another confession to make. So, you know, I said I bought some Warhammer models and I found some cheap ones. I was like, okay, I'll buy these and, you know, then I can get a feel for if I enjoy it. Well, they just got stock of the Death Guard Combat Patrol in, which is like an £85 box. And there was an option to, hey, pay like for, you know, pay £25 a month for 3 months. And I'm like, we'll go on then. Okay. So, yeah, that basically means that, once all this stuff is put together, I think I'm going to have something like 800 points worth of army, which is kind of stupid. But it does mean that we've got some content coming. So it means I can like do some building streams, you know, some actual hand cam stuff. I've been playing about my hand cam. I'm not going to turn it on so much. My desk is a fucking mess right now. But yeah, that's in our future. So let's load in. We are at the foreign tournament. We are cross-examining peas, logs, and Afghanistan. Oh, good grief. Alright, let's go. Let's see what this Scottish-ass Jesus has to say to us this week. What I saw, baby. What? What in the fuck? After the morning dance of devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got the notion. Don't you know my chamber's on the way? To the temple's treasure room, hey hey! I'm not going to try and keep up, like, cadence with this guy. Any small footsteps? I can quite clearly hear. If anyone to the treasure room goes near. It fits well that I'm giving him Meekin's voice. Do I dare ask why? Albie was the only one. Albie was the only one. Is he like... Is he going to turn out to be like some guy who shouldn't even be here? He's illegally Jesused himself into Kurumi. And he's abusing his position and stuff. Before the blackout, other than roll, only Albie to the treasure room did stroll. Okay. Tell me I was hallucinating just now. Like, can you believe Mr. Roll bit the bug one after that? Harsh, man. I share your sentiments. You were the one who discovered the victim's body, weren't you, Mr. Understanding? What? You found the body as well? Self-report. Sus. He really is a key witness, then. That's right, brother. After the blackout, I went to reset the breaker and give power back to the people. You know what, Ara? The blackout caused me so much trouble last week, I had to use Google to get past the first watery fuck segment. Because it's completely at odds with my understanding of electricity. There was a blackout in a specific part of the temple. My brain goes, if there's specific plugs in my house that get blown out, well, that means a limited part of the breaker's gone. But the lights won't go out. It doesn't knock out everything. And yeah, that was Unfortunate. The circuit box is not in my chamber, so I'm always the man for the job, you follow me? Okay. The breakers are in the first floor hallway in front of the storeroom. You found a Twitch channel of a physics PhD giving physics lectures the other day. There better not have been maths involved. There better not have been any fucking maths involved, I tell you now. On the Wii, I got a whiff of something funky. Blood, man. Really harsh my wallow. I knew something wasn't kosher, so I swung by the treasure room to see what's what. If there's maths involved, then I shall block them and ban them. And make them persona non grata. I fucking hate maths. And he was like, "Oh man, that was part of Mr. Rule. There is a turnail." Okay. In the interval between the end of the dance of devotion and the blackout, the only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and the accused. So you see, Mr. Understanding's unassailable account is what led to the accused's arrest. Hold it. Isn't it possible that the murder took place before the end of the dance of devotion? I'm afraid that's not possible. The victim was in the performance hall until the very end of the dance. He was? Would you like some proof? How's this? A photo of that morning's dance of devotion taken by a tourist. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually joking? Are you seeing this bullshit? Right. Look, let me show you something. I don't know if can I. You see this, right? There's a hitbox here, right? There's a hitbox there, right, on the leg and on the hand. But then there's a massive, great big disjoint like here. That is a fucking busted anti-air. What the hell, man? Like, look at the reach on this thing. How has this only got like 10 frames of recovery? How does this only have like 8 frames startup? What the fuck? Hey Zach, how you doing? You have not missed much, trust me. Yes, she has a very broken anti-air. She's banned in comp. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. No. See, when we do tournaments for fighting games, right? It's judge only, no items, final destination. It's a very fair matchup. Although which judge? Well, I'll leave that to your imagination, guys. My, what graceful dancing. I could almost hear the sound of Mr. Understanding's Darbaland now. Payne's right. There's Mr. Roll on duty.
Never underestimate the incredible pain.
Ugh. So in addition to Rafer's insights, he had backup evidence lined up too, huh? Judge can be a bit annoying with the gavel throw spam. Good players can exploit it. See, the easy way to counter that is if you set the judge to Gavel, you can actually use the long hammer to knock away projectile gavels, right? You can actually use that to like projectile crush and then go in for a hard counter, and you just punish them brutally. You leave them looking like the body double at the end of it. Oh, thinking which, I almost fucked up when I was setting up my stream tonight because I initially I opened the game and I'm like, where the fuck's the game in OBS? And I saw, oh, there it is. So I changed my source and I was like, hang on, investigations collection, what? And then I realised, hang on, this ain't Apollo Justice. As head monk, me monks in training are like me on cads, like family. Can you dag it? You should have thought I'll be better, man. Before her holiness, the Holy Mother. Oh, I'll be. Confess your sins, me young brother.
Head monk understanding. I didn't kill Mr. Roll, so I don't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother.
What? Bogus little man. Your faith is weak, like a wet paper bag. You follow me? Spur the rod, hey baby. Spreel the child, not maybe. Well, corporal punishment. Her Holiness is magnanimous, son. If you confess your guilt, shall forgive ye in the Twilight Realm. I don't suppose you could forgive him in this realm first. 100 on the VA, thank you. This is the one game series that I actually put effort into, like, acting out the characters with voices. And there's been some kind of crazy ones throughout the course of the series. Yeah. I kind of, I mean, Payne's got a bit of the Luke at me going on, but I do, that's the only thing I miss about Luke at me, is the voice. We're not going to mention Lamira. No, we're not. Defense, please begin your cross-examination. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hold it!
I have a question. Lee, on me, man. How dare you interrupt the performance of the great Peas, Love and Understanding? I was really enjoying that. Sorry, but, you know, there's something about that name I can't put my finger on. What's so funny about Peas, Love and Understanding? There was one police guy who had a funny voice. Yeah, we've reused that voice, Zach. You had a question for me, brother. You're thinking of Mike Makins. You thinking about Mike Makins? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's me, Mike Makins. You were playing something during the Dance of Devotion, weren't you? You knew it, Babby. I was playing me beautiful girl right here. This Damalan. Oh, hang on. Was he? Hold on. Let me check the court record a second. No, he fucking wasn't. That's a Flying V Damalan. That's a different Damalan. You know, for into our holiest, apply the music, and the singers sing a ceremony. Mr. Understanding's playing is the best in the kingdom. It must please Her Holiness greatly. Wait, hang on. Hold on a minute. I just had a crazy thought. Hold on. What if the Damalan he's playing in the Dance of Devotion picture is the murder weapon? He just beat a motherfucker over the head with a guitar. That would be very funny. I mean, I think it's more likely he's beaten him with the actual box. You know the box that the orb came in? This thing. I think this is the murder weapon. I actually do think this is the murder weapon, but, like, I'm keeping my options open right now. For the Holy Mother, I keep on trucking. This Damalan's still in some plucking. Now, who do you think would win in a musical witness battle between Peas, Logs in Afghanistan and Marlon Rhymes? Which of those two would win?
Hold it!
Could you please point out one more time where your chamber's located? Yeah, man, you swat. My chamber's on the way from the performance hall to the treasure room. So anyone going to the treasure room would have to pass by Understanding's chamber. Okay. Give Peas and Lovin' a chance. Okay. You think they'd duet and make a new band named Bound Squares? I mean, they're both, like, ripped as fuck, so...
Hold it!
Even from inside your chamber, you can still hear what's going on outside. Tample's a groovy old Baldin, but from Mother Nature's finest. You can hear a pin drop through the wooden walls, you dag. In an old building like that, I guess the walls must be pretty thin. Binding squares would have been a better pun. Yeah. I mean, it's still a decent pun. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you as like a decent pun.
And that's how Mr. Understanding could know the culprit's movements. It's all thanks to the Holy Mother's divine protection.
Right on, my man. I dedicate this testimony to Her Holiness. I still can't believe that we're cross-examining Jesus. This is absolutely mental. Like, my Catholic wife is going to have words with me for this. Oh, man. Oh, I might be dead. She might call the nuns on me. Lock and load, brides of Christ!
Hold it!
How could you tell it was Albie just from the sound of some footsteps? Albie's practically family, man. The smooth groove of his shoes raises a pack out. But how do you know he went to the treasure room? Didn't you think it was possible he went to the storeroom at the other end of the hall? No way, man. I saw him with my own two eyes. Beware the nuns with guns. Yeah, the Adeptus Sororitas. They will burn you with flamers and then step on your corpse. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's probably a decent way to die, I guess. You're going to find me drowned in a holy water basin. Yeah, there's not very much surprise there. There's blasphemy aplenty on this channel. You saw him? And the treasure room. This you can believe. My peepers peeped the snacky snake I'll be.
And tell us where it is you stood when you saw the accused, if you would.
Are you fucking kidding me? Grace abounds. There's a family-related surname joke in there, but I can't go too far into it because it's kind of doxy. But that's a very funny pun. When I heard the footsteps, I looked out the window. From my window, I can see the window of the fuse through hallway across the courtyard, you dag. And through that window, I saw Albie walking into the treasure room. Okay. Should I have him add this statement to his testimony? Yeah. Could you please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Understanding? You got it, brother. Okay. Through the window, I did spy little Albie with me and I. Now, I've got an idea for where they're going to. So he's looked through the window, right? He's looked through the window, and yet we can see there's windows there, so that's logical, right? Now, I'm just trying to think, because they said about the power cut being the moment. I mean, I suppose that we're saying about. I think I should press on this.
Hold it!
Through the window, you say? That's right, brother. There's a courtyard outside the window of my chamber. Across the courtyard, I can see the window of the hallway to the treasure room, man. Should reread the evidences. That's never a bad thing. Judging from the diagram, I guess that's plausible. A view of the courtyard from your chamber. How nice that must be. I bet it's beautiful at this time of year, what with Kurai's butterflies flitting about. You knew it, Pops. I often look out into the courtyard while playing Madamalan. And it gives a little something like this. Okay. Let's have a look through the evidences then. Have I seen my cousin Vinny? I have not. I'm aware of it, but I've never actually seen it. So. Okay. Time of death was April the 23rd, 12 through 1. Did he give us a time? After the morning dancer devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got the notion. Right? Okay. So the time of death is between 12 PM and 1 PM. 12 through 1. Right, okay. When is the morning dancer devotion? Does this tell us? No. We've just got the bullshit anti-air. And it's flying V. I don't think the time is something we can go on, right? Okay. Chamber's on the way to the treasure room. That's, yep, that's established. Any footsteps he can hear if anyone to the treasure room goes near. Okay. I mean, fair. There's a courtyard across it, but alright. Through the window he's seen little Albie. Albie's the only one. Okay. So let's go back over that evidence then, huh? Notice. Due to the growing number of thefts around the temple, we'll be tightening security throughout. Therefore, all of the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. Ah, now. So he's gone back to the chamber after the dance of devotion. But Albie is already in the treasure room. But if the shutters are down because of security, how could Albie have got there? Am I on the right track, Ara? Am I on the right track with this? Could someone have already been there before Albie enrolled? I don't think so, because I'm not on the right track. Damn it. Okay. The other angle that I'm going at here is he's saying Albie's the only one, but if Albie's the only one, with the shutters closed, there's something wrong with one part of his testimony? Before the blackout, one other than Roll, only Albie to the treasure room did stroll. If the shutters were down, and the blackouts happened during the dance, right? Then how could Albie have gotten to the treasure room? The shutters being closed is the right thing to present. Is it? I think it's this one, because before the blackout is when the dance is going on. The blackout happens, but surely the security shutters are down. Right? The security shutters are down. Roll could have got there. Albie, he's not a security guard. He's not going to have a key. The issue you have there is what is considered a shutter. Well, I'm thinking like a... You know, like the ones that slide down on a shop? What is considered a shutter? If the shutters were opened, it wouldn't be dark. We're not. I don't think we're talking window shutters, are we? We're talking like security, like a security gate type. So, like, look, you see, these are the windows, but like, if there was a shutter that kind of came down there, so the shutters being down is the right thing to present. But I don't think we have anything that we can present to that effect. I don't think we have anything that we can present there. Unless it's the temple diagram. Oh, wait, no, hang on. The autopsy report, I guess? No? No? Where's it gone? Notice? The notice. Yeah, the notice. Yeah. You think it is the window shutters. Through the window, I did spy a little Albie with my own eye. So I guess then we're going to present the notice here. Let's try it. See, window shutters is a weird thing for us, because like, window shutters are not a thing in the UK at all. You have shop shutters. They're like common. Let's try it.
Objection!
Aha! There's something off about that, Mr. Understanding. The music is off. I'm sorry you fall that way, man. Why would this wee bit top in the charts where you're from? What's your poison? Orchestra? Jazz soul? There's nothing wrong with my ears, witness. But something's not quite right with your eyes. Mr. Understanding, you've been lying to this court. No, we would not lie. I got nothing to hide. Truth and truth alone is all I sang. Lying, y'all? Oh, lying ain't my thing. I contend otherwise. Do you recognise this object, Mr. Understanding? It's a temple notice, man. What of it? In this notice, the following instruction to the temple monks is written. All of the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. What's you talking about, Phoenix? I'm talking about the fact that from your chamber, you couldn't have seen anyone going into the treasure room through those shutters. Yeah, see, it definitely, explicitly, it's referring to window shutters, but like, where the hell in the world still has window shutters? Like, are they still a thing? I've never seen one in person, like, ever. Yeah. Looks like you didn't get the memo. No way. I don't believe it, man. If you don't believe it, why don't you read the notice for yourself? Let's see. Something, something. Will, something. Für, something, something. Is that your idea of reading? I'm new to how to read in Kuranese, man. I usually get one of the other monks to read stuff for me, you know. They're around. A lot of the ones in America are decorative. See, I guess it must be an American thing. They're expecting that the rest of the world is going to know what they are. But we don't. We only know what suffering is. Thinking of suffering, it's 31 degrees in the UK. It's sticky as hell. My sweat has sweat. It's horrible. It's so horrible. Let me just have a swig of my drink real quick. Hold on. In a big sippy cup. Okay. Doesn't it make your duties as head monk a bit difficult? Hey, cut me some slack, man. You only muted this contra 6 months ago. That's quite recent, isn't it? So, how did someone who's only been here 6 months become head monk of a temple?
How little you understand. Religious faith can't be measured in months or years. I've only been an adherent of Quranism for 3 months myself. The Holy Mother's teachings really spoke to me, prompting me to stay in this country.
Or was it the fact that there are no lawyers here that spoke to you? Must have been. I know just how you feel, my man. Her holiness is touching spoke to me too. 31 sounds rough for us. Like, yeah. The thing is, Zach, over here, aircon is not standard. The heat is very humid as well, so it's not... the thing is, you take a British person to a country like, say, the Emirates or Egypt, or, I mean, even like the hot places in America, and they'll do fine because it's dry heat most of the time. And when it's not dry heat, there's aircon. Over here, it's, like, at the minute, it's something like 90% humidity, 31 degrees. I'm probably not going to sleep well again tonight because of it. Our houses are just not built to deal with this sort of weather. Global warming is fucking us up the ass every single day, every single year. And it gets worse every year as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Brother Dumb and Brother Dumber. Well, I know why Payne suddenly became a believer in Quranism, but could Understanding have had an ulterior motive for becoming a believer too? Mr. Understanding, were you really in your chamber as you claim? What? Hi, be chill, brother. If you told people 30 years ago they'd have to worry about the heat and not the cold, they'd have laughed at you. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking nuts. It's actually nuts. Like, I remember when I was a kid, and the average summer was like, I don't know, 21, 22, sometimes 25 at a push. Not enough bikini Brits to make it worth it. No. I mean, I don't live near the seaside, so you don't really see very many of them anyway. But about the only good thing about the summer is that, you know, the ladies, they reveal their knee pits, you know. Yeah, sniffer, sniffer. Excuse me. Weren't you instead somewhere else?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, what kind of nonsense are you spouting now?
According to Mr. Understanding's testimony, he saw Albie with his own eyes. Therefore, is it really nonsense to suggest he could have seen Albie from somewhere else?
Well,
Do you have a theory, Defense? Do you know where Mr. Understanding was, if not his chamber? If he wasn't in his room, then he was in the save menu. He was in the save menu. If Albie had gone down the hallway towards the treasure room, there are only a few places he could have seen Albie from. I do have a theory, Your Majesty. Let's say the witness really did see Albie going towards the treasure room. What then? The defense proposes this is the only place he could have been to see Albie go down that hall. Oh, now. If he's seen Albie go down the hall, he'd have to be, like, here, or in the treasure room itself. What do we reckon? He's either here, or he's here. The thing is, right, I think it's here. Because he's seen Albie go down the hall, right? Then Albie's, like, come back up here. They've had the confrontation around here. And Albie has not seen Understanding. So if he was in the treasure room, Albie would have seen him. That part frustrates you so much. I think it's here. I'm going to save that, because if Ara's getting frustrated at a part, then it's going to be, like, bastard unfair. So, let's try it.
Take that!
There? What you just suggested earlier. That's where the true culprit might have been. True, but no matter how I look at it, this is the only place Understanding could have been. Mr. Foreign Lawyer, don't tell me. I'm lucky. I don't think I'm lucky. I just worked it out with my brain. Why do you think my head is this shape? It's like because I'm 80% brain and then 20% pervert. At least I admit it. Don't tell me. Are you accusing Mr. Understanding of being the true culprit in this case? I'm going to... Shall I accuse him? Do it. Yes, Your Majesty. I contend there's a strong possibility this witness is the murderer. Well.
Objection!
how dare you be so disrespectful? First you criticize her benevolence's insights, now you accuse the head monk of murder.
Objection!
This is the only place the witness could have been. You hate presenting locations on a diagram, the game's so picky. Alright, I'll give you a choice, Ara. Picking locations on a diagram, or the vase. The blue trauma vase. Make your choice. If he was here, he could have struck the victim down from behind and moved his body to the treasure room. The blue trauma didn't tilt you as much. You know what, fair.
That's nothing but groundless conjecture.
And there's one more thing. What about magic comma locks? I mean, it depends. Sometimes magic comma locks can be an absolute fuck. Sometimes they can be alright. Like, the first set of them was really stupid in 2.1. No, sorry, 2.2. The magic comma in 2.2 was just like bollocks. But then in the other games, it's actually been pretty decent. Also, welcome in Heart and Hades, how we doing? And there's one more thing. Do you remember what was said in the opening argument? The opening argument? During that argument, it was suggested that Albie used his position as monk in training to get his hands on the treasure.
That's right, and what of it?
Well, why don't we try this twist on for size? The thief used his position as head monk of the temple to get a hold of the treasure.
What?
What? You're joshing me, man! The key to the treasure box has been passed down from head monk to head monk. What better position to be in if you want to steal the treasure?
You can't possibly be serious.
Does this mean you're claiming that Mr. Understanding owes the faith is nothing but a lie designed to get him close to the treasure? You got to be right back, Darth. No worries, no worries. Yes. Have to do something. Chores. My nemesis. No, we'll be here for a little while yet, so feel free to swing on by back when you are finished. Yeah. Why is Pain dressed like the artist formerly known as Prince? He's the Prince of Pain. He's not the Prince of Persia, though. No. The witness hasn't been truthful in his testimony to this court. So clearly he isn't above lying. Yeah, we're prosecuting Jesus, Hades. Didn't you swear to the Holy Mother that naught but the truth would you bring? In light of that, I don't think it's unfair to call your faith into question.
This is ridiculous. Are there no limits to what this lawyer will say? I mean, lie is such a strong word. Maybe it was just a mistake?
Oh, it's him again. Enough with the nervous rock routine, prosecutor. You're just embarrassing yourself, man.
What?
What was that, Mr. Understanding? Lawyer man, you really are the lowest of the low. You've gone and said something I can't forgive. You called my belief into question, my faith in the Holy Mother. And nobody gets away with that. And now it's fun. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Okay. Suddenly, what on earth? That music is making my ears bleed. Hang on. Oh my fucking god, it's Opeth. It's Opeth. It's Mikhail Okafelt from Opeth. Turns out it was Metalhead Jesus all along. Oh dear. Opeth, like, I listened to some of their early stuff, but you know, I don't tend to listen to... Now he says everything like a death metal singer. Alright, give me a second. Let me just stretch out, and then we can do that. We can do that. I just need to stretch first, right? Give me, like, 1 second. Could also be Dave Grohl. No, I don't think Dave Grohl, because look at him. He's with the style of music he's playing and like the beard, he looks like Mikhail Okafelt. So I think Hades is right. It's now Death Growl time. Oh boy. Well, you guys are in for a treat.
This is the music of my soul. Death to the loyal. I, the Twilight Messenger, catch as hell. Gonna take this lying liar straight to hell. He's dripping with lies, running with Philistines. I'm gonna send the liar to the guillotines.
Okay. And now for something completely different. Did he really just quote Monty Python?
That plinkety-plunk music just wouldn't let me express my rage.
Your rage, huh? Isn't the real source of your anger having your lie exposed?
You just don't get it. If I lied, it's 'cause you drove me to it. All sniffing around and suspicious and throwing out false accusations.
Gonna go eating. Good luck presenting on a diagram again. I'm safe scum Kaiose. I think I'll be alright. I am ready to scum. Sorry, but as a lawyer, I'm afraid that's my job.
Yeah, well, lawyers are crap. Keep making noise, and I'll have to use my partner here on you.
I'm the one making noise?
Hey, so you want to know the truth, huh? Think you can handle the truth, do you? Fine. Let's see you try. Feel the heat of my brutal death bait.
Good grief. I wasn't expecting this.
Savage, right? Sweating bullets, ain't ya? The screams of my soul are gonna make a mosh pit out of this peanut gallery.
What the fuck? Did he really just win the court over with that performance?
Yo, geezer, I got something to testify. Get ready for the howling of my soul. I call this jaw topper soul screaming truth.
Good gravy. Thankfully, I got throat sweets.
The princess's dance had come to an end. To the music storeroom, my way I did wend. Death, truth is what you dread. Hear me shred. From my spot in my front of the storeroom, I saw Albie creep to the treasure room. And trailing from behind, hound on the scent, I saw Pot roll. After Albie he went. Me and my girl, innocent and sweet, back by the storeroom can't be beat. Then out went the power, took it to midnight, blacker than blackest black, rubbing on sight. Yeah, baby, let that soul metal flow.
What is that music? I've never heard anything like it. And it's so fast, it's making my head spin.
This is double metal. Hey, yo, geezer, how those ears ringing?
Good grief. The thing is, like, traditional instruments in metal actually sound pretty fucking good. Do you know Thonic? They play death / black metal, but they very frequently throw an erhu in there as well, which is like it's a Chinese stringed instrument. Looks very similar to this, but you play it with a bow instead of plucking it. So it kind of sounds like a cross to some degree between like a guitar and a violin. And their music fucking shreds. Their singer is like a politician in Taiwan, which is very funny to me. He's like actually a leader of a political party. Like when I say funny, I mean good on him for actually like trying to make a difference. But you like violins in anything? What about violins in fighting game music? Especially when they're going like you know, and stuff like that. I don't know much about music, but I've got chills and they're multiplying. Really, Phoenix?
Heh, you scared lawyer man. Run away. Run away fast as you can.
What a wonderful rhythm. The perfect accompaniment for further deliberations. Now, Mr. Understanding, what did you go to the music storeroom for?
Hey, I went to put my Darmalon away. She's my precious partner. Gotta give her a good rest after playing in the right.
But then why'd you lie before?
Because you sent me to hell.
Huh?
We all know about lawyers and their lying, loyally ways.
I gotta stop this. Holy shit, this is too much. Give me a minute. It's, without a proper vocal warm-up, it's very hard to maintain that voice, as you can imagine. Like, because you have to kind of force your vocal cords down as far as they will go, and then there's a way that you kind of bring the air up over them that gets you
this kind of effect.
And it's really hard to maintain that.
Am I right, people? If I admitted I went to the storeroom,
He'd have drummed up a false charge on me. I didn't want to get sent to hell. What do you say?
He's right, that sort of happened.
Now I see why that Defense Culpability Act was passed. You feel me, Crane?
Yeah, you said it. Is it too much to ask for a Loki trial?
Now are you punks ready to rock, or what?
Okay.
I can't hear you. I said, you're ready to teach this lying lawyer how we do things around here?
Did Payne really just get a voice line there?
Alright, and I'm gonna lay it on you one more time. The screaming truth of my soul.
I think I already see the problem with his testimony here. Okay. See, me and my girl innocent and sweet, but this is a different Damalan. Look. It's not the same instrument. Look. This one has a round bass. This one's a flying V. This one is literally a flying V. So, I'm gonna try and, like, instantly play this. This feels like the most relevant thing. I'm going to try it. I don't think it's going to work yet, but we can always scum it, right?
Objection!
It's not that yet, no. There is something odd about the witness's statement. We're not at the right place to use it yet. Okay, that was a stretch, I admit. That was a stretch. Okay. Well, let's
Hold it!
You say you went to the music store room. But how do we know you didn't go to the treasure room to steal the treasure instead? The different instruments are possessing him. Oh man, imagine.
And on what grounds would you base the accusation? Got anything to show for it?
He's right. I don't really have any proof. And yet... Well, you can't prove that you didn't go to the treasure room either. You stole the treasure and were ready to make your getaway when you saw Mr. Roll. So you panicked and ran into the music store room. Isn't that right? Why do I feel like I'm being stabbed by icy stares from every direction?
The silence in your answer, lawyer man. This audience knows the score. Just what we needed. A moment of silence to butt this lawyer's baseless claim could be.
Why do they have to hate lawyers so much in this country?
I said it before, and I'll say it again, lawyer man. After the priestess's dance, I went to the music store room.
He's trying to shift the burden of proof. Yeah. Death truth is what you dread, hear me shred. There doesn't seem to be anything useful here.
Hold it!
Might be time to press everything? Yeah, I think you're right, Hades. How did Albie appear at the time?
Came to think of it, he was glancing around all shaft a leak. You could tell he was into me good. Shady, I tell thee.
What's that saying about people who live in glass houses?
Well, he was about to steal the treasure, so it only stands to reason he looked furtive.
Objection!
You say he looked furtive, so you're saying that he's a furry furtive feed who filched the food feed, and the food feed fund was frittered away in times of plenty on flip-flops and fronted ferns. Do, 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 do. The defendant admitted he was sneaking to see the treasure box. Wouldn't that be why he was looking around?
What's that, people? Only the Holy Mother knows the truth, you see. But wrong. Peace Lumen knows the score, babby. From her lips to her Holy Mother's ear. And Arthas only sings what he saw there.
In other words, my reasoning isn't good enough for Godboy here.
And what did you see next, Mr. Understanding?
Lawyer jokes will never not be funny. Ah, we're just little guys. We're just little guys. Come on.
Hold it!
Something tells me this is going to be a spectacular waste of time, but what do you mean by hound on the scent?
Wait, you don't get it? It's always the same, y'all. Lyrics question without mercy. The more famous the song, the greater the controversy.
It wasn't your lyrical sense I was questioning.
I see hand on the scent, like a hunting dog, cause, you know, rolls a guard and,
Uh-oh. Here we go.
the inspiration came to me suddenly like a flash and...
Hold it!
That's okay. You don't have to explain your lyrics anymore.
Hey, you're the one who asked.
I knew I shouldn't have asked.
Mr. Understanding, you're still on the stand, so please stick to your testimony. You can explain your lyrics to me later in Damelan class.
Fiend, have it your way, geezer. The shoe must go on. Slash and thrash.
Hold it!
Have you noticed how low pitched his speech blips are? What exactly were you doing in the music store room?
I was fucking me Damelan, you bastard. There, got the picture?
Picture? What picture?
Mr. Understanding is requesting that you not ask him the same thing over and over.
Hey, geezer, you got it in one. Take a bow, baby.
How the heck did he understand that?
What was I doing in the music store room, you ask? I already told you. I was taking care of my partner in crime, getting ready to put her away. But see, would you believe it?
Hold it!
Okay. Where were you when the power outage occurred?
Like I said, I was in the music store room. My girl has been sounding a little off, so I had to get her back in tune.
Isn't it true that you were actually in the hallway at that time?
The hallway, you see. Why would I be in the hallway?
You were waiting for Mr. Roll to come back from his patrol of the treasure room. Now that you discovered that the treasure had been stolen,
You were going to kill him. Lawyer man, just as always, so full of bull. Spewing noxious lies and pulling the wool. What the fuck? Filthy liar through and through, and I ain't never ever gonna forgive you.
good grief.
Utter lies with no evidence. As always, his claims are just tenuous.
Evidence and tenuous do not rhyme. What the fuck, Payne?
Hey, nice prosecutor. I'm packing up what you threw and doing.
Certainly the best first case culprit in the series. I really, at this moment in time, I really miss the banana guy. I don't even remember his name, like Lawrence something.
You've made your assertions clear, defense, but your argument is rather unsubstantiated.
That's not good. What's so funny, Peas love and understanding? Nevertheless, the possibility is still there. You can't deny the witness could have killed the victim under cover of darkness.
You're forgetting one very important thing. It seems you've forgotten that the outage happened by chance, not design.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. I did forget about that.
It's not like the witness planned the outage so he could take advantage of the darkness. And without darkness, it would have been hard to sneak up behind Mr. Rowe and kill him.
You're right. Even I would notice someone coming up behind me. Well, defense, what do you have to say about that?
All this leads to a game over because I accused the witness too early. It better fucking not. What can I say about that?
Mr. Wright, your claim is completely without merit, unless you want to argue that the witness somehow magically made the outage happen.
Well, maybe not magically, but... Wait, that's it? I contend that the witness could have made the power outage happen, with no magic necessary.
What?
You have a theory, defense? All he had to do was make use of something shown on this diagram. Oh, we have to point to the breaker. What did the witness use to make the power outage happen? He used the save menu. The breaker.
Take that!
The witness was in the storeroom. The circuit box is on the storeroom end of the hallway. There's nothing really magical about turning off the breaker, wouldn't you say? Nice try, but that theory doesn't hold water, loyal man. And why not? You're saying I turned the breaker off, and then snuck up on Mr. Roland Hatton? In pitch black darkness, with no source of light whatsoever? Is that what you're saying? With the lights off, that hallway is blacker than 100 midnights. You can't see the end in front of your face. How can anyone commit murder like that? Unless it was somebody standing right in front of the victim, like the accused. Sayscum Co says out in force, always, always. He comes out whenever you least expect him. I hate when he's right. But I can't just let his point stand. Well, maybe the victim was holding something that served as a guide. A guide through the darkness?
Something. That's more than a little vague, wouldn't you agree?
You ain't gonna move this room with a half-baked lunch like that, brew. You gotta hit him hard. Really make him feel like you hit me. Just let me verse, baby. Well, I'm afraid I don't understand the witness's lyrics very well either. But in a trial, your arguments have to be clear and precise. Let's see some of that clarity and precision now, defense. Uh-oh. What do I do? Can you present to us something that could have served as a guide through the darkness? Can we? Yes. Glows in the dark. If the storeroom is open and this glows in the dark... Oh, this is so bullshit. This is so bullshit that I'm safe scumming this as well. This is so dumb. But, like, if this works... I think I can. Yes, I can. Because there has to be something. Alright, let's see what you have, defense. What could the victim have been holding that serves as a guide through the darkness? This.
Take that!
I believe the victim was holding the treasure box.
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Have you gone mad?
Well, the box glows in the dark, so you can use it as a sort of beacon. Well, I guess you're right.
Why in the world would the victim be holding the treasure box?
Oh, well, because your guess is as good as mine. What's this lawyer talking about? Nonsense and lies yet again. Just give him the death penalty already. Is there no way to win them over? Defense. Are we going to be needing those tongue shears after all? No, your majesty. Yeah, man. Do it. Then we can jam out to this lawyer's tricks of pain. Better get those screams of agony out now, lawyer man. Well, you still have a tongue to scram with. I guess I'd better come up with a reason. No pressure or anything. As to why the victim was holding the treasure box, it can easily be explained as thus. Brain, don't phone me now. What reason could the victim possibly have had to be holding that treasure box? The victim was holding the treasure box because he was the thief. It's an idea I just happened to stumble upon, but I think it just might be the answer. And it would turn this whole trial upside down.
Hello, defense. Are you still with us? Let's hear this easy explanation you promised.
Isn't it possible that it was because the victim himself was the thief?
The victim?
The thief?
Ha! What kind of bull are you spewing new?
Your Majesty, this geese of his rocker. If the victim was the thief, everything we've learned so far would all make sense. And it would give us a completely new way to interpret the victim's actions. After the morning dance and devotion, Mr. Roll went to the treasure room. He grabbed the box that contained the treasure and started to take off with it. But then he ran into Albi on the Great Stairs. That's why Mr. Roll pulled his gun on Albi. Then, when the blackout occurred, Mr. Roll was bludgeoned to death in the darkness. This explains why the victim would be holding the glowing treasure box in the dark, and how it would be possible for someone other than the accused to kill him.
Do you have any idea what you're saying?
You're unbelievable, lawyer man. I think I've lost it. Ha! That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Roll, trying to rule the temple. That devout believer, that pious Koreanist.
I won't allow you to disparage the victim's departed soul with unfounded allegations. I hope you're prepared to back up your claim.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Oh, really? In that case, can we assume you have proof?
Uh-oh, proof, huh? Do I have any proof? But I can't back down now. Yes, I have proof. In my dreams. The proof of that Mr. Roll was the thief may have been left behind in a certain piece of evidence.
Very well. Let's see your evidence and be ready to stand behind it.
Footprints, fingerprints, I'll take anything at this point. I need proof. Something that would have been involved with the theft. And that might still have some trace evidence left on it. What proof do we have that the victim might have been the thief? Now, this is going to go out on a complete limb, right? What would have trace evidence on? He's using a different guitar. I think he's killed... I actually now think he's killed him with this. This will have trace evidence on it. And that's kind of what we're being led towards. Right? I'm just trying to see if there's anything else or so. That was forced open. Contents were stolen. Fingerprints on the treasure box. You know what? That's probably a smarter idea. Like, I keep on coming back to that Damelan, but, like, I think I'm thinking too many steps ahead. Let's try the treasure box itself, then.
Take that!
The defense would like to examine the treasure box. There might be trace evidence on it that would show that the victim had held it.
Might. We'd better hope you turn up something more definitive than that, defense.
Yes, sir, Your Majesty.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the treasure box. There you are, defense. You're free to examine it.
If I don't find something now, my entire argument up to this point will be blown. Plus, there's that little matter of the old tongue shears. I have to find something. I just have to. Now, to make sure I remember how to do this, rotate the evidence with the arrow keys. I can also use B&M to zoom in and out to get a better look. And if I ever get to two turned around, I can always use reset to return things to the initial state. Better search every inch of this box carefully and examine anything of interest in detail or space. There's blood. I mean, there's blood. There's different colours of blood. Nothing of particular interest here. Guess I'll check out another spot. The victim's blood. Did the blood get here when the victim was struck with this box? Or did it splatter on this box when the victim was hit with something else? I guess I can't really tell just by looking. Okay. The lid of the box was forced open, but while the victim was holding the box, the lid must have been closed. I'll try closing the lid too. He? What? You son of a... You locked it! So? What's the big deal? I thought you could open it with that key you're wearing. Yeah, I can. You what? Then why is there a bucket load dripping off of you over there? I think I'd like to open this box back up again. Could you lend me your Magatama key? Sure. Okay, let's see. Where's the keyhole? Well, it's the Magatama key. So wouldn't it go in the hole above the Magatama mark? Huh? It won't open. Huh. Would you look at that? The thief must have busted the lock when they forced the box open. Really? Because I'm not so sure about that. In any case, I'd better take another good look. I have to find proof that the victim was holding this box. Okay. Looking for like a handprint or something. Is there a handprint? Proof that he's holding it. You know the hand lighting up means you can click? Yeah, but it's like it's lighting up on stuff that he says, oh, there's nothing interesting here. This is the lock. It was forced open. I don't really see anything else of note about it. Okay. This blood stain. It shows the outline of a hand. It does? Oh. Wow, that's really hard to see. I'm having to actually squint to see that. Could this be what I've been looking for? Your Majesty, take a look at this. There's a bloodstain here that outlines the shape of a hand. Really? Let me see that. Oh my, you're right. Now I'm getting somewhere. It's not that hard to see, probably visual snow messing with you. It's very hard to see for me. Like, I had to really squint to see that. That would have taken me a while to get. I believe this bloodstain is an outline of the victim's hand as he was holding the box. Do you know why he was threatening Albie? He had the box, and the box was open. And he says to Albie, "Put your hand in the box. Your instinct will be to take your hand out of the box, but if you do, I'll fuck up your day with the gum jabbar. Don't take your hand out of the box, Paul Atreides. No, 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 no." You opened the box, I arrived. The box, you opened it, we came. They literally came. Double entendres. Oh, Cenobites. What? Even as he was being struck, he held on tight to the precious treasure box. After all, he'd gone through a lot of trouble to steal it. The blood from his head wound splattered across his hand and onto the box.
Objection!
Seeing how Hellraiser is, it wouldn't surprise you if they came? No.
Your Majesty, don't they just have me taken in? It's just more of his loyalty deceit.
What do you mean?
Mr. Wright, where is your proof that the outline is that of the victim's hand?
What? I should have seen this coming.
Either show proof or prepare to meet the shears. Or could you save us all some time and bite your tongue out now and submit it instead?
Burn the Chaos Heretics! No. I'm sorry, Zach, but when I bought the Combat Patrol earlier today, the Plague Lord guides me. I've given my soul to Nurgle. I'm very sorry. I am Chaos. I mean, actually, I have a tattoo of the Chaos Star on my shoulder from when I was 18. And I never even paid attention to Warhammer back then. I got it because I actually believe that life is just chaos. And, you know, it's kind of... It's turned out, actually, it looks like I'm going to be a Chaos player, so yippee. Optimus is disgusted with my actions. Listen, I'll stick my dick in Optimus's exhaust pipe later, alright? That'll calm him down.
Well, defense. How about it? You have proof that the outline is of the victim.
Optimus would be disgusted no matter which faction you picked. Probably, yeah. Sladdy-chan is proud. The Slunacy was tempting. But the Stinky Boys get to fart whenever they want, and I think that's neat. Where would the proof of something like that ever even be?
Please submit your evidence at this time. What evidence shows that the outline on the treasure box is that of the victim's hand?
I think it's this. Dunk 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 dunk.
Take that!
I've got it. This is the evidence that's going to save my beloved tongue. Mr. Payne, despite your claims about my forked tongue, it just so happens I have the proof you require.
You do?
It's right here in this crime photo.
It is? Where? Defense, please point it out.
What proves that the bloodstain outline on the box is that of the victim's hand, you ask? There are worse Chaos factions? See, I actually like the lore. And I like the visual look as well. It's not anything to do with it being meta. I think the meta has just brought them into my my conscious, you know, if that makes sense. So it's brought them into my feed, which has led to an understanding. And it's like, they can fart as much as they want. They've got a rebirth and death motif. You know, the whole entropy thing. And I'm just like, that's neat. And also, they get to play with their demons. They get to play with the Little Lords. Oh, it's cute. As he farts liquidly into the crook of his armor.
Take that!
Mr. Payne, take a good look at the victim's hand. See this? That's blood.
What?
If we place Mr. Roll's hand inside the bloody outline...
You think the blood on his hand would complete the splatter?
Exactly. Here goes nothing. And if they do form one complete splatter, it would prove my theory correct.
Then the victim really was holding the box.
I'm willing to bet my life on it. The defense reasserts that the victim was the thief who stole the treasure box. Oh, is this the... Ooh, hello. At least the Plague Boys don't know they're suffering. Exactly. Yeah. So, what I've got coming is the Combat Patrol, which is 7 Plague Marines, 3 Death Shroud, a Rhino, and a Lord of Virulence. I think that's everything in there. Yeah. And then I've also got two... there's two gacha sprues I've got coming. You gotta go, Hades. No worries. You take care and you have a good one. And we will see you next time you're about. So enjoy the rest of your day, whatever time it is, and enjoy. So they did Space Marine Heroes, which are like a gacha set of sprues. I picked up a couple of those on eBay. So they're 2 Plague Marines. Then I've got another set of 7 Plague Marines on sprues coming. And then I've also got a Mythic Blight Hauler, which was I bought that one because I was like, oh, 15 quid, sure. And then now it's just like plastic crack, must have plastic crack. You still prefer Dual Destiny's Pursuit theme? Dual Destiny's Pursuit theme was fucking baller. Like, the Dual Destiny's Pursuit theme was amazing.
You can't be serious! I protest. There's no way they would ever match up. I assert that it's patently impossible for... Ow!
Talk about tongue karma, sounds like you just bit his. What's the matter, Mr. Payne? Did your forked tongue get tangled up in there? Or were you trying to submit your own tongue to the court?
What, you... Yeah.
Maybe they can help my shorts go viral? Yeah, maybe. What I'm planning, Zach, is I'm going to do some building streams. So, like, some of the models are push fit, but a lot of them are going to actually require, like, glue assembly. So I might actually just do some hand cam build streams, and then, well, I mean, if I enjoy the building, I can go on... I mean, I fucking hope I enjoy the building. I've sunk, like... I look at this, like, oh, hang on, I've actually spent, like, 100 quid on this month. Oh, dear.
I could hardly believe it. Apparently, not everything out of the defence's mouth is a bluff.
Of course not, Your Majesty. This tongue doesn't lie. And I'd like to continue to use my tongue in the future too, if you wouldn't mind. He never has to know it really was a bluff. If Phoenix's tongue doesn't lie, do his hips? Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, do Phoenix's hips lie?
No, not Mr. Roll. I can't believe it.
Phoenix has never told a lie, not even once. I mean, what about his hips though, Tailfin? What about his hips? Do his hips lie? Or do his hips don't lie? Oh, I'm getting topped tonight. You know his hips don't lie. Edgeworth is inside him, boy. They only bluff. I'm sorry, Albie. I know it's upsetting news. He must have needed the money badly, probably to support his family. After all, he even gave up his dream of becoming a monk to help him.
Oh, that's that thing Mr. Roll would say to me. Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he'd say.
Yeah. He was probably warning you not to end up a thief.
Mr. Roll.
Objection!
Now wait just 1 minute. If the victim was the thief and he was holding the treasure box, then that means Mr. Roll was holding the murder weapon when he was killed.
Oh, that's a very good point. It doesn't make much sense, does it?
Objection!
Not even a great thief, no. If the victim was holding the treasure box, it couldn't have been the murder weapon. Which means the real murder weapon must have been something else.
The real murder weapon?
Was something else?
The blood was thought to have gotten on the box when the box was used as a weapon. But it turns out that wasn't the case. The blood splattered onto the treasure box the victim was holding when he was struck with the real weapon. That's what really happened. Isn't that right, Mr. Understanding? Are you insinuating I'm the one who used this real weapon? Are you saying I'm wrong in my understanding? You got me riled up, lawyer man. I feel a song coming on. Looking for a weapon that just don't exist. Pathetic lawyer man. Drop into the abyss. Despicable lawyer man. Yo, you make me sick. You can disappear just like a magic trick. Worthless lawyer man, done in by a weapon. For you, miserable wretch, hell doth be beckon. Yeah.
I know I don't need to...
This is it. This is the moment of truth. I can't back down. Not now. Yes, Your Majesty, I am. I'm confident the real murder weapon does indeed exist. How real's that accent? I know enough Scottish people to know that, like, it's very, it's very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Exaggerated. But, like, I do know Scots who actually speak like this. So, like, they tend to have deeper voices than that, but, yes, I have spoken to Scots who speak like this. It's accurate if a bit exaggerated. Yeah, it's exaggerated for comedic effect, but, like, yeah. I fuck with the Scots. They're good folk. How can we make this courtroom even more hostile to the player? With death metal? Jesus, exactly. Yeah. No, I fuck with the Scots. They're good folk. Like, they probably wouldn't fuck with me because they don't really tend to like the English, but that's okay. I understand that. I don't blame them. I mean, even I don't like the English.
That's a bold claim, Mr. Wright. Now let's see you back it up. Show us which piece of evidence points to this real murder weapon.
This is it. This is the fucking moment the flying V comes in. I will, if I knew which one it was. What would somebody like Understanding use to bludgeon someone?
Now then, defense, please submit your evidence to the court.
Yeah, let's see it, lawyer man. Plus, see this thing that shoots the real murder weapon you say I used. I'm absolutely positive this is the point the flying V is relevant, right?
Take that!
At last! What I'm about to present is really nothing more than a possibility, but this thin thread is all I've got. Allow me to direct the court's attention to this photo of the morning dance and devotion.
That photo? How is that going to help you, Mr. Wright?
There's something about it that doesn't sit right with me. Oh yeah, and is that something? This thing here is odd to say the least.
Take that!
Mr. Understanding, why is the instrument you're holding different from the one you're playing in the photo?
Would you look at that? They're completely different shapes.
I believe you said your Dabbleland was your one and only.
Well, Mr. Understanding, what do you have to say to that?
Here it comes. I got nothing to say. Then allow me to answer for you. They're different because the one in the photo is no longer in playable condition. Not after you use it to bludgeon Mr. Roll to death. Uh-oh. Oh, fucking hell, it was. Me old partner wasn't doing so hot, so I brought a sister along. That's all. No big deal, lawyer man. In that case, please submit your old damn to this court as evidence. Too bad. You're too late. I got rid of her yesterday. You what? Build her up with the rest of the trash. Ashes to ashes, baby. Ha ha! No! He's already destroyed the evidence? And I see more trash right in this court that needs to burn in the fires of hell. Lawyer trash! Ugh. Now there's no proof to show. Oh, come on. That was pathetic. Your agony can sound better than that. What's that great scream of yours? This can't be how it ends.
I think I've heard enough. It seems the defense is unable to produce the evidence it needs to prove its assertion.
But your majesty, that's only because the witness destroyed it.
Evidence is everything in court. Don't tell me you've forgotten this most fundamental principle of our profession.
Without sufficient proof, your claim that Mr. Understanding is the murderer is no more than conjecture.
Ah! There's the pained expression I've been looking for. By the way, there seems to be one more thing you're forgetting.
What is it now?
You accused Mr. Understanding of being the thief, but the real thief turned out to be the victim.
Uh-oh.
And with that, Mr. Understanding's purported motive for murder goes out the window.
Uh-oh. Great point, prosecutor. You tell him. If I'd been there, I would have just called and rolled and got the treasure back. There wasn't any reason for me to kill him, new. Was there? There's no good counter-argument to that.
It sounds to me like Mr. Understanding has been completely wrongfully accused. Unfortunately, this may be. I think it's time to hand down the verdict in this case.
Not good, not good.
Defense, I trust you understand what you yourself will receive for taking on this case.
Give me a second, guys. I'm just going to stretch out. I'm really stiff right now. Why am I so stiff? Oh, God.
Hold on.
Right, okay. I'm back. You have some Scott ancestry, though your recent ancestors are all American. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Wow. What do? The murder weapon's been destroyed, and now I've got no motive. Or I'll be convicted, and I'll lose my life too.
Mr. Wright, you've wasted this court's time and disparaged everything we held sacred. We should charge you with lay majesty in addition to the crime of abetting the accused.
Yeah, you should pay for desecrating me good name. But boy, lawyer man, time for you to do some of my panting in the toilet realm. This guy's guilty as sin. I just know it. He must have had some reason to kill Mr. Roll. But what? Come on, people! Let me hear scream and shoot. Mystic Maya's sister possession time? Wait, Mystic Maya's nowhere around. We don't even have an assistant at the moment. Time to take these loyal trash out. Please don't do either of those things. The thing to do at a time like this is to turn my thinking around. I shouldn't be trying to figure out what Understanding's motive was. I should be thinking about what kind of situation would give him a motive.
Did you steal it?
He said. We know that Mr. Roll was the thief and that he had gotten his hands on the box. So then, why? Why in the world did he ask Albie that question? What about the treasure box would have prompted him to... Because Jesus stole it. No, Jesus stole the treasure. And he used this as an opportunity to try and frame someone else for that crime.
Defense, what's got it into you?
Now I get it. Now it'll make sense. Look, Pulkum, come on, what you trying to see? More in the school onto yourself. Sounds like you knocked something loose upstairs. Your Majesty, please hold off on your route for just a little while longer.
Don't tell me you're going to start begging for your life now.
No, Your Majesty, that's not it. It's just that I realised something important. We've been operating under a serious misconception this whole time.
A misconception, you say?
That's right. A mistaken notion about the treasure box. But could this really be true? If so, there's still a lot to figure out.
Very well, let's hear what you have to say.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, this is just more of his nonsense. He's just stalling for time.
It turns out Hosho Marine was my treasure box. Is that why it was like vaguely sticky inside? Oh, okay. I understand. I understand. Like ever so slightly moist. A little bit crispy. And here I am, immune to the fallout of my words.
This is your last chance, Defense. The second I find it really is nothing but nonsense. No amount of begging will stay my hand. Understand? Out.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Huh. We all know this is going to be just another one of your stupid bluffs.
Now then, Defense, what is this misconception you mentioned?
The thing we didn't realise about the treasure box was that it was empty. What if the treasure box was already empty from the start?
What?
What?
Please recall that when Mr. Roll ran into Albie on the Great Stairs, he asked the boy a question. Did you steal it? He said. Also recall that Mr. Roll was holding the treasure box at the time. So why then did he ask Albie the question that he did?
That is a bit peculiar, isn't it?
Not at all, Your Majesty. Not once you realised that by the time Mr. Roll got to the treasure box, the treasure room, the treasure box was already empty.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Roll suspected that Albie had gotten to it first, which is why he confronted Albie when he ran into the boy on the stairs.
But how would the victim have known the treasure box was empty? He didn't have any way of opening it.
Objection!
Once a year, the victim had the duty of carrying the treasure box to the palace.
He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He even got to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's rite.
Yeah, I think you were right, Zach. He would have been able to tell by the weight when he lifted it the box was empty.
Ah, I see. Yes, I suppose he would have been able to tell, wouldn't he?
Mr. Roll most likely decided to at least steal the empty box. It's an important historical artifact in and of itself, after all.
Yeah. What's your point, Mr. Wright? What does any of this have to do with Mr. Understanding?
My point is this. It gave Mr. Understanding a motive to murder the victim.
A motive?
Mr. Understanding, keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, isn't it? So if anyone had found out that the treasure was missing, you would have been accused of incompetence. From the moment Mr. Roll discovered that the treasure was gone, his fate was sealed. Because you decided then that he had to be silenced forever.
But that's absurd!
Can you believe the stuff that comes out of this guy's mouth? This is all just a colossal joke.
So then, what really happened to the treasure?
It had been stolen long before this incident occurred. By Mr. Peaslube and Understanding himself.
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to accuse Mr. Understanding? Your Majesty, please don't listen to these trumped-up charges. The defense is grasping.
Objection!
The treasure box can only be opened with the key Mr. Understanding holds. Who else could have stolen the treasure?
Objection!
As I said, the accused stole the treasure by forcing open the box. Your Majesty, I call for a swift ruling.
I'm not ready to give my verdict yet.
What?
The defense has successfully presented a new possibility in this case.
Yes, finally, a tiny treasure hunt.
Mr. Understanding, would you care to make any statements in response to the defense's claims?
Oh, is he breaking down? Nope, not yet. This is all bull. Me noggin's a rage cage and it's ready to explode, baby.
Instructor Understanding, please calm yourself.
I'm not gonna attack it. No, I'm gonna attack it. I doubtfully wished over a treasure would be freed. And now I'm getting accused of stealing it. This lawyer is a lying scumbag. You better believe I got something to say. Open your real old chapel. Let's rook. Death to the lying lawyer. Stop calling for death. Alright, here we go. This is the final one, I imagine. Steal the Funder's orb? Me? I did it! This lying lawyer's insults. No limit. We have to get in rhythm. All this team, I guarded the orb faithfully. Sacred duty to the Holy Mother. Easy to see. Hands unclean. The accused did the deed. Force the books open. No card did he need. Lloyd lawyer, condemn him to hell. Cock him, threw him into a prison cell. Sing mode. Oh no, I can't do sing mode. Oh no, I forgot about sing mode. Well, that means for the next 5 minutes, if I'm in conversation with you, I have to make it mellifluous and melodious. Oh no. No, you have redeemed it. That's a 5-minute timer. And that means I have to sing. And did you know that one time someone tried to redeem it multiple times, so I put a rule in place that says it is only redeemable globally once per hour. And otherwise that's to save people from ruining their channel points. Right, let's cross-examine this son of a bitch.
All right, we've now heard from both sides. Either the treasure box was forced open by the accused as a witness claims, or Mr. Understanding opened it, as the defense claims. Defense, this is your last chance to cross-examine the witness.
Yes, Your Majesty.
If you are unable to prove your assertions by the end of this cross-examination,
Then the DC Act will come into play, and both you and the accused will lose your lives.
I understand. Life or death. It all comes down to this.
Mr. Wright!
Don't worry, I'll be. I'm here to defend you. I promise it'll be all right.
Thank you. I believe in you, Mr. Wright. I know you can win this for us. Book, book! And after we win, we can go see Miss Maya together.
It's a deal. I can't let Albie down. I have to win this trial. Somehow, I have to prove that only Understanding could have stolen the treasure. Do your worst, loyal trash. This is your requiem. The last song you'll ever hear on this motor coil. Okay. There are 2 minutes left on the timer, so we will have to continue to sing till then. Okay, we'll press him. I don't think there's anything of value here. All this time, I guarded the orb faithfully. I think I'll press on this, because he's having sex with the stand.
Hold it!
Your sacred duty, her. The problem with that is that I don't think you really are a true believer. Ye. How dare you question me faith? Is downright insulting. I'm not trying to insult you, but I can't suspend logic either. You wormed your way into the temple with the intent of stealing the treasure, did you?
But then he saw her face. Now he's a believer. And he saw the face. And he's out of his mind.
I don't know if that's the actual lyrics. I don't know the song. I know the first 2 lines and that's it.
And as you can see, this is the voice of a golem that sings. Actually, this is kind of a voice I might apply to a character one day.
You've had all the insults I can take out of you, lawyer trash. But you're the only one who can open the treasure box. You just keep on arguing the same old lie. I sing the truth, hear me battle cry. Fucking hell. Okay, we'll press here as well. This is a very strange expression.
Hold it!
The defendant didn't force the box open, that's a lie. In fact, you're the one who opened it, isn't that right? Oh, okay, timer's up, okay. Sing mode can no longer be redeemed until like 8:30 now, so please bear that in mind. Huh, come on, you just saw for yourself, didn't you? The lock was busted on account of the box being forced open. Oh, yeah. Well, there's your proof right there. Score 1 for the metalhead. It's 8:30 in your time zone? No. That if you tried to redeem it, it's not gonna do anything, I'm afraid. Because it's like not when I say it's like once per hour, right? It's a once per hour thing, and as soon as it's used, the timer begins. So it'd be like, for you it'd be 9:30. Hydration check, I'll take that though. Look, if the accused didn't really try to force his way into the books, then how do you explain why the lock was busted and wouldn't open for you earlier? How do I explain why the box wouldn't lock earlier? Maybe there's a different way to open it? There's a different way to open the box. Huh? What are you talking about? There's a secret trick to opening it to protect its contents from being stolen. And you're the only one who knows how it works, isn't that right? Are you for real? You've been watching too many movies, lawyer man.
Ah, so you're one of those tourists. Honestly, Mr. Wright, did you come expecting magic and mystery around every corner?
I'll have you know, Defense. The Kingdom of Kurumi is not some sort of fantasy funland.
It's true. I don't have any real grounds to make that assertion. And yet... Oh yeah, I feel another song coming on. A little number about a crazy lawyer with wild, fantastic ideas. The real method to open the lock, you see. Delusional, man. There ain't no other way.
Ah, new verse. Please do add it to your testimony, Mr. Understanding.
Okay.
Hold it!
Okay then. Delusional, am I? We'll see about that. Wild ideas. That's called delusion. Mixed up lawyer. Drowned in confusion.
Indeed, the defense's sinful wrongdoing has made him lose touch with reality.
Let's hear it. What'll it be? For the sun is flat of fancy. Nothing, because I'm not the delusional one. I just know there's got to be some secret trick to open the treasure box. Oh, really? And what exactly is the secret hidden? The secret is obviously hidden in... Out of touch, out of time. Is that a kill switch reference? Hey Loven, how you doing? Welcome to Ace Attorney. No, it's not kill switch that no, it's Times of Grace. That's right. That's a fucking mint album. It's an I don't remember the group reference. Oh. Okay. I thought it was Times of Grace, to be honest. The secret is hidden in the box or the key? Can we see this? The sole key for opening the treasure box. Daryl Hall and John Oates. Oh, okay. Hold on. When Dragon and Tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama... Does this thing rotate? Unless it means unless the butterfly embracing the Mitama is the Magatama. The treasure box. Yeah? And we're in the box. Is the secret exactly? Well, it's... I hadn't thought that far ahead. It's the carvings. There's definitely something going on there. Are you sure? You're sounding a little desperate, Defense. Desperate? Not at all, Your Majesty.
The carvings the accused snuck in to see, even though it's forbidden, I might add.
Witness, can you tell us anything about these carvings on the box?
Of course. As Head Monk, I knew all about them. There's the issue. The carvings depict... It was the key. Shit. Depicting Kuruni's butterflies, it carries a seal to the Twilight Realm. They were made in around the 7th century. I see. Could you please add that information to your testimony? Fiend, listen up, lawyer trash. Kuruni's butterfly from the 7th century carries the Mitama, so elementary. The butterfly, hang on, the butterfly carries the Mitama. Wait. I think. Look. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. When there's a keyhole in the butterfly panel, and that'll open it. Let's try and do the key on this then, shall we?
Hold it!
We skipped through that. We'll go back and do the key then. We haven't lost anything. There's obviously some secret hidden in the key. I'd like to examine it if you please. Yeah. You don't know when to quit, do you? Here, go ahead. Examine it all you like. Nothing. I don't see a thing. Well, Defense, what have you discovered? I'm afraid I haven't discovered anything, Your Majesty. Here, I'll return it now. I told you. Didn't I tell you? You said it was the key! Yeah, you told me.
There's just no reasoning with this man. The accused forced the lock open. There's no other explanation.
That's right. He desecrated the box by opening it without using this Mitama key. Wait, what did he just say? Ah, I see. Here we go. I'll sang it as many times as you have to get it through your thick lawyer skull. Only the Mitama key unlocks the treasure. Force it and reap the founder's displeasure. Yeah!
For the forgetful defense's sake, could you please add that to your testimony?
I see what we need to do. I understand. If I have to, carve it into your brain, lawyer man. Let's see. Should I have him swap in this statement? Yes. I believe the witness just sang a very important statement. Water in the fire. Why? Water in the fire. Why? I'm not understanding. Right, okay. Very well. Witness, if you would. If I have to, carve it into your brain, lawyer man. Okay.
Hold it!
There must be some secret trick to this key. Oh yeah! What exactly is this secret trick? What's that smug look for? Maybe something like it can change shapes? Ooh man, that's some wild imagination you got there. I'll give credit where credit's due. You can daydream like a champ.
Just like any Magatama, this key is made of a translucent material. One look and it's pretty obvious it can't change shapes.
Yeah, I wasn't really sold on that one myself. But I felt like there was something odd about understanding's testimony just now. I think I'm going to take another look through the evidence. Okay. I think I know what I need to do here. I think we have to present. We basically, where is the trick? Where is the trick? The trick is here, right? It's in the Song of Ceremony. When Butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. If we put the Mitama into the Butterfly, boop.
Objection!
Okay, it's not that. I thought I had it figured out. God damn it. I genuinely thought I had it figured. That's for later. Oh, god damn it. So, what am I supposed to present then? He did a slip of the tongue? He did? What exactly is this secret trick? Are you sure he did this? There's nothing called a Mitama key. Ah, right, okay. That's a very... That is something I would not have picked up on easily. That is frustrating. Yes, that is not obvious at all. That is not obvious at all. Let's try and present this then.
Objection!
Just a minute, Mr. Understanding. You just called your key the Mitama key, didn't you? Ah! At least I figured out how to open the box. But didn't you originally say it's called the Magatama key? Gah! The Mitama key? What's that? I don't know, Your Majesty. But apparently, it's a rather crucial question. What's the big deal? So I said the wrong thing, so what? Simple slip of the tongue.
An A for effort, Mr. Radbury. Your grandstanding betrays your desperation. I'm afraid a small slip of the tongue like that adds absolutely nothing to your argument.
What say you, defense? Is an important detail? Judging by Understanding's reaction, I'd say it's everything my argument needs. Yes, Your Majesty, it's very important. This key is apparently not the Magatama key, but rather the Mitama key. And I believe this discrepancy holds great significance for the defense.
No, man! Just a meaningless mistake. Insignificant.
Ha! You're riding a crazy thing to nowhere, lawyer man.
Your Majesty, please don't pay the defense any heed. It's all nonsense.
To tell the truth, I'm not really clear on what the defense is driving at myself. However, I am eager to find out.
What?
Defense, you will explain yourself like your life literally depends on it. Because it does. Now then. Is the name of the key an important detail? Yes, it's an absolutely important detail. I think. You going off the rails on a crazy train? Because the Mitama key is connected to the Founder's Orb. I see. Very well, in that case, please show the court the grounds on which you are basing this claim. The grounds, Your Majesty? This is where we play it. Okay. You can, of course, show grounds, can you not, defense? Of course. What else can I say? I have to come up with something, anything, even if it's just a bluff. The Mitama key. Mitama. There has to be something somewhere that ties Mitama and the Orb together. Don't keep me waiting, defense. What evidence shows a connection between the Mitama key and the Founder's Orb?
Take that!
What's that? The Song of Ceremony? All this time, the answer was right there in front of me. It's right there in the Song of Ceremony performed during the Dance of Devotion. Your Majesty, the Song of Ceremony tells of the treasure of the founder of Kurainism, but hidden within its lyrics. It's the secret behind how to really open the treasure box.
Holy
Mother! How could that be, defense? The Song of Ceremony contains the following lyrics. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. I believe the Mitama here refers to the Mitama key. Well, yes, it is the same word, but that doesn't mean... We've been calling this key the Magatama key, and that's why I inserted the key into the lock with the Magatama design on it. But that was obviously not the right way to use it. And I suppose you know the right way? I do, Your Majesty. To use the key properly, you have to first flip it horizontally. You have to first flip the key horizontally. Flip it horizontally? And what good would that do exactly? it would turn the Magatama key into the Amatagam key. Vertically. What, turn it upside down? Hang on. I'm trying to turn it on its side. What? Huh? But haven't you been trying to argue that it's the Mitama key? Oh, that's right. Hang on, what? So, I flip it vertically, it's now upside down. What good does that do? I can't put it into the box upside down. Like, my logic is I'm rotating it 90 degrees and inserting it into the side of the box. Why is it going upside down all of a sudden? Check my evidences. What? Oh, I see. That's another detail that I just did not see at all until just now. That's pretty obscure, actually. Huh. Please disregard all of that. What you really have to do is flip it vertically. If we turn the Magatama shape upside down like this... it becomes the Kuraini symbol of the soul. In other words, a Mitama.
Oh my, you're absolutely right. But now what? What do you do with it? It's too big to fit in the lock that way.
Oh, Visual Snow really seems to be hell. It is. Like, I'm used to it in a lot of cases, but, like, it does still fuck me up from time to time. Oh,
I knew he was just bluffing. Bluffs and lies are the only tools of his trade, after all.
There must be some other place this key fits, but where? Let's see. What were the words to the song ceremony again? When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Where should the Mitama key actually be used? Here. I'm going to save that just because, like, geometry can fuck off. Yeah, it's like one of those Rorschach pictures. I didn't see the shape of the Mitama at all. I just saw the butterfly and the flowers. Huh? Oh, space.
Got it.
Well.
My goodness. The treasure box, it really opened.
No way, man!
What? No!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the real secret behind the Song of Ceremony. It's the true key to opening the treasure box. It's all over, Mr. Payne.
How so?
Let's say someone was fooled into trying to force the front-facing lock open. Sadly for them, it won't budge. That's because the lock is, after all, just a decoy.
Then what you're saying is...
Neither the victim nor the defendant would have been able to open the box. They therefore had no way of stealing the treasure. The only one who could have stolen it is the one man who knew about the Mitama key. Called Negative Space? I guess so, yeah. Like, Rorschach paintings are very strange to me. Like, they're really weird on my eyes. Peas love and understanding. Ah! But I'm not done yet. Please recall the scene of the crime. On the floor by Mr. Roll's body was the very unlocked and very open treasure box. Only someone who knew how to open the box could have left it in that state. Ugh! And so, there can be only one true culprit. What do I see in this ink blot? Snow and lots of it. Yeah. What do I see in this ink blot? Well, Eto. Admit it, Mr. Understanding. You're the one who killed Mr. Roll. Ah! Well. Ha! Yeah! Gra! Eh? Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Well. He's fucking dead. Karasam, it's all his fault. Why do you have to try and steal the treasure? Why do I have to spit him with that books? On my way to the storeroom after the morning dance. The same as the arrow between X and FedEx. There's an arrow in the X and FedEx? Really? Huh. I never knew that. I couldn't let my secret get out. Nobody could knew the treasure box was empty. I'd lose my position as head monk. Who knows what else I'd do to me? I couldn't let... I had to stoop him. There's a C in the Carrefour logo. I don't know what Carrefour is, I'm afraid. What a shocking development. I can scarcely believe it. Nothing like this has ever happened since the DC Act was enacted 23 years ago. It's a supermarket brand. Ah, okay. Understood.
No. My perfect unblemished record destroyed. Incredible pain. Ruined. No!
Ha! Beautiful. Did the lawyer really win? I can't believe it. Bold! No way, this can't be happening.
Peace! I said peace! Honestly speaking, I'm just as shocked as everyone else. But the truth has been made known, so it's time for me to give my verdict. In the name of the Holy Mother, this court finds the accused, I'll be your guide.
What the hell? Is this the replacement for Gumshoe? Some pink-ass feathers. Wait, we don't want to fuck about with pain. That's Agent 47? 46? 48? 50? Gumshoe couldn't obtain his visa on time. I forgot what the hitman guy's called. $47. Okay, understood. There's still quite a commotion. The people from the gallery show no sign of clearing out. Can't believe it. Not guilty. I'm still in shock. Can you believe that guy? I can feel everybody's eyes on me. This can't be happening. It's impossible. Oh, Holy Mother, preserve us. I've never been in a defendant lobby quite this uncomfortable. Mr. Wright! Oh, Albie. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you did for me. I'm just glad it turned out okay. It was touch and go there for a while. I'm really sorry, Mr. Wright. I had a really hard time trusting you at first. That's okay, Albie. I know how unpopular lawyers are in this country. But how did it ever get this way in the first place? Allow me to explain. At least I wish I could explain. But I don't really know why. I never even questioned it before today. By the time I was born, all the lawyers were already gone. As far back as I can remember, verdicts have been based on our benevolence's insights. Right. Rifa, the royal priestess. You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on truth imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality. It's an entire country of Verity Gavel. For her part, I'm sure she really believes in what she says, but even with her benevolence's divination services, lawyers are still necessary. Without proper defense, people could easily wind up receiving wrongful convictions. Mr. Wright! Shh! Don't say that so loud. People might think you're a rebel. You could be arrested. A rebel? That's right. One of those people going against our queen in the court system. They call themselves the Defiant Dragons. Uh-oh. And they're led by a scary guy named Dirk. I didn't think his name was going to be Dirk. I'll be honest. I thought we were going to be told not to pursue him. Do not pursue Lu Bu. They'll do anything to overthrow our eminence, even commit crimes. Dirk. I remember people in the gallery mentioning that name. The things you're saying sound a lot like the stuff they say. But you're not scary like that Dirk guy. Pardon the intrusion. Who's this? Oh, who's this? You. Yeah, you. I want to talk to you, see. Flight, is it? Right, sir. Phoenix Wright. And you are... I'm the Kurainese Minister of Justice. The name's... Inga Kakul Kurain. I oversee the whole legal shebang. I was watching that three-ring circus in there. You were? Wow. The Minister of Justice. So he's in charge of the entire court system. Defense Culpability Act and all. Minister Inga, how are you, sir? Run along, Mini-Monk. Grown-ups are talking here. Yes, sir. Very sorry, sir. May I help you with something? Just wanted a good look at you. Guys like you aren't exactly a dime a dozen around here. Ah, well then. Wait, we gave him the wrong voice. Do you know how we gave him the wrong voice? Look at his facial expression right now and tell me
It's not time for Waluigi! Wah!
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I'm not giving him with a Waluigi voice. I can't. But just that expression, don't tell me that ain't Waluigi. He's eyeing me like I'm some kind of exotic creature in a cage. Oh yeah, might as well share this little morsel with you. Turns out Roll's a seasoned thief. A repeat offender, see. Had my men look into it and they found all the booty he pilfered right there in his digs. But he seemed like such a nice man. Why, Mr. Roll? Why? Guess he was doing it for the family. What a mook. A mook? How can you say that? Guess that kind of sob story gets you common folk all misty-eyed, huh? Anyway, another thing. I had my men check out that understanding fella, too. Hey, Dodso, welcome in. How you doing? He wasn't the one with the sticky fingers. It's the insurgents. What? They put the squeeze on our head monk, apparently. So we gave up the Founder's Orb and tried to keep it hush-hush. Wow, I see. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, say, White. That was a cute little number you pulled in my courtroom today, wasn't it? First not guilty ruling in 23 years. You're making waves, see? Stirring the pot, catch my drift. Almost done with Chapter 3, Listening to the Rain. Thinking of chapters, I need to play some more story on Uma. Because I desperately need more carrots before Kita-san Black. Oh, yikes, I'm in for it now. But thanks to that song and dance, we know our precious national treasure got nicked. So I'm gonna call it a wash and let it slide this time. But all I did was defend the accused. You do best to read between the lines there, you chump. You're standing on thin ice, you get my drift. Even a dirty, no good Nick Punk knows how to cash in his chips before the house steps in. Now I'm gonna give your ugly, yellow... I'm gonna give you 20 seconds to get your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead. Oh wait, no, it's 10, isn't it? It's not 20, it's 10. That guy makes you remember why you hate politicians. He's just Waluigi.
Why you take the Founder's National Orb? Give it to Waluigi! Wah!
Do us both a favor. And keep an eye on the path you're walking down. You never know whose toes you might be stepping on. This ain't your turf, buddy. Never forget whose soil it is you're standing on. Okay, sir.
Yikes, he was kind of scary, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, no use worrying about it. Otherwise, you might end up pushing up daisies, wearing cement overshoes, sleeping with fishes. Not in the Troy McClure style, where you use them as fleshlights and, like, voraciously pleasure yourself with the fish. Vaporeon? Anyway. We have more important things to think about. Ow! Such as, when can we continue the sightseeing tour?
Tour? Oh, anytime, sir. We still have plenty of time until Miss Myers' training ends. And there are still lots more temples to see, and all kinds of local foods to eat. I can show you the natural beauty of the area and the waterfalls used for training. And I haven't shown you the breathtaking mountain view from the Plaza of Devotion yet.
Alright, slow down on me.
There's plenty of time. When we're done with all that, we can go see Miss Myers together.
Yeah, you bet. Maya, I wonder how she's doing. Hope she's okay. Ah! Oh, I got concussion. I got a cut. Oh, we got a cutscene.
So, how about that not guilty, jerk?
I heard. Sounds like the winds of change are beginning to stir.
Fantastic! Hang on. Is this a to be continued? Not. Oh no, it's a completed episode. And give me just a second, guys. Ah! It is. It's fucking Jameson Price who plays Dirk. That is phenomenal. Jameson Price is my favorite voice actor. Amazing stuff. That's made my day, that has. Hydration check, thank you. Right, let me... Right. I am going to wrap things up there. I'm afraid you've kind of caught us at the... You kind of caught us at the back end, I'm afraid, Dodso, because we've been going for almost 2 hours. Well, we've been going for over 2 hours, so it's 2 1/4. Jeez. We've been going hard tonight, huh? So, tomorrow, I am playing Uma Musume at, like, 2 p.m. UK time. And I'm going to try and do several runs. Oh, thank you. No, it's appreciated swinging by, you know, even if it is just like a couple of minutes. Next week, we've got my first Warhammer build stream. And I mentioned earlier that I now have a choice of what I'm going to be building. So, when depending on what comes by Tuesday... that'll kind of influence what I'm going to build. I mean, the other thing is I might just move it so that my stuff can come. Because then I'm going to have a bunch of choices as to what I can build. And, I mean, part of me wonders if building a Plague Marine to start with would be the place to start off. But we'll see what we feel like. But yeah, thanks all for hanging out with me tonight. I'm just going to wrap things up tonight with no raid out and just go rest. Because, like, my voice is shot to shit. It's really starting to ache. So I'm going to get myself another bit of hydration. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for some haunts. In the meantime, I'm going to go and get myself a drink. Probably play some haunts as well, because I'm addicted to that game right now. Look after yourselves. Take lots of care. And if I don't see you tomorrow, then make sure you have a good one. I'll see you soon.